Hello everybody, Team Tech here, back at it again with another Market Watch video for you guys. And now I'm talking Megaton stuff only in this video. As you see here, we have the Totally Awesome in front of us right now. He's at $14.30 on eBay right now. You can buy it right now if you want it, but me personally, I wouldn't spend money on this card right now. It's... I mean, like, Toad might go up a little bit when Master Boy comes out. It's going to depend on how hard it is to pull Toad from the packs. But if it's easy to pull him out, it would be very good to invest in for the near future. You're either going to buy the play in water or you're going to be selling it right now in order to cut your losses and move on. Alright, we have Foolish Burial Goods here sitting at $9. I would personally wait for it to hit like fucking 6 before you buy a play set of it for 18 total. I mean, it has great synergy with Metalfoes Fusion, it's great in Monarchs, it's great in Kaiju, so you can build a Kaiju Slumber to Graveyard. And it just has so much good synergy overall. And it's such a great card, but I personally would spend $9 on it right now. That's just me personally talking. So now we have Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries sitting at $8.40 now for the Shining Victories version. If you really want the card now because you think you're gonna go against some zoo at a whole bunch of zoo or dinos at your locals, and you want to put some Denons and zoo cards in your extra deck, so you'll be able to like deal with those decks with these, I guess you can do that. But me personally, I'd wait for the reprint. It's probably gonna become a $5 card. It's gonna end up cheaper than than the super rare reprint of Ghost Ogre at the very end, because it's just not that worth anymore. Because arguably the best deck right now, being True Draco, doesn't even technically rely on the extra deck. That's just me talking. If you expect to see a whole bunch of Zoo and Draco, not Zoo and Draco, Zoo and Dino at your locals, then I guess you can play this card, but in your side deck. But me personally, it's nay. Not really anything good right now, since True Draco is like the main deck being played right now. We have Floodgate Trap Hole that got reprinted in that pack as well. It's sitting at $5. I know Simo hyped this card up to be a good tech. I don't think it's gonna go to become super expensive or anything like that. I just don't see it right now. So yeah, I mean, you can invest in it if you want. It's probably gonna go down to fucking $3, $2.99 when the reprint comes out, because I don't see this being a very hard card to pull out of the packs. So you're either teching this in right now, or you're just cutting your losses and selling your copies online right now. So you see D-Barrier for around 14, 15, around there. Me personally, it's gonna go down to fucking 10. So if you really want the card, then you buy it. But if you don't really want it right now, I don't think it's something you should be really investing in for the long term, because the card's gonna be going down in value overall. Because let's face it, man, it's not that good against True Draco. Again, in your True Draco matchups, you're gonna be siding this card out entirely. So it's entirely pointless, because Zoo, you can run tech cards against Zoo that can also go against True Draco as well. For instance, Forbidden Chalice, Pianissimo, Raigeki, things like that. And you could tech in as one or two ofs in your deck. Even Floodgate Trap Hole is a good card too. D-Barrier is just good against Zoo, literally. And you don't even bring into the argument this card's good against Jane Zanes, because this card is garbage against Jane Zanes, because they can Synchro Summon on both players' turns. So if you prevent them from Synchro Summoning on their turn, they'll simply Synchro Summon on your turn. So we have True King Lithosejim over here. He's confirmed reprint in this set as well. So he's going to be going down in price from this point forward. It's not going to race or anything that high anytime soon. I mean, since it's going to reprint, I doubt a super rare is going to be hard to pull from the fucking tent. I don't think it's going to be anything you invest in for the long term, but if you didn't buy this card before, I say now's the best time to buy it because it was like a $6, $7 card before, something like that. I'm not sure. I'll have to look back at my old market watches to figure that out. I mean, wow, this card really tanked fast. $11. 11 $11 when this card at one point was sitting at 25 to $30 a pop. Don't even bother with this card, yo. Just don't even bother with it. I've already explained multiple times in my deck profiles why Twin Twisters is better than this card. And if you really want to play this over Twin Twisters, which I highly don't recommend for this form, even in this format, you should wait till the Megatins officially come out, let the markets take their effect, let it be determined how hard it's going to be to pull this card from the fucking tin, and then watch the price tank. Because that's exactly what's going to happen with this. That's what happens when you're such a fodder and you're so useless. And you're just a trash can and you just get shitted on by good quality reprints that are the exact same rarity of what you were in your original set like about a year ago since this card has come out. So yeah, literally when this card first came out back in the Dark Illusion set, it was literally only good for banishing Cosmotown. That's it. That's literally all it was good for. Banishing Domain would be pointless because Ada will just recover that shit. Literally, or you'll get another one. So it was literally only good for killing Cosmotown when it first came out. And now, the reason people like this over Twin Twisters is because this banishes, so the true Draco spells and traps wouldn't be able to get their effects in the graveyard. Now, if you're smart, and you're using Twin Twisters when you have no cards on your field, which is what usually happens when you side in 3 of them, you'll draw in the Twin Twisters, use it, discard something, and then you can blow away 2 of your opponent's back row. And I mean, again, Twin Twisters is the better card when you're trying to blow out their freaking True King's Return trap card, and at the same time, maybe take out a Skill Drain, or a Monarch's Erupt, or maybe a Dragonic Diagram that's currently on the field. You're trying to hit all those cards at the same time. Twin Twisters is the better card. Just saying, if you don't agree with me on this, then it's your loss, buddy. Alright, so we have Full Force Virus over here, sitting around $4 right now. I got mines for like 2, so I'm technically making profit right now. I got like a playset for $6. There's English Secret Rare First Edition. Near mint, so I'm technically still making bank right now, but I'm not selling mine. It's a card you probably will want to invest in for the very near future, because this is only one reprint on this thing, and if this thing just happens to be hard to pull in the tin, it's gonna be something you're gonna want to have for your near future. Hey, let's say you're playing Dark Lords or something like that, and you could tech this card in to your Dark Lord deck. You could technically put it in your Dark World deck, your Cosmo deck if necessary. You could take it into a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? You could put it in a lot of things. Very versatile card. Alright, guys. What did I tell you? The Dark Magician support was, drumroll please, entirely pointless. The support is shit. And the entire deck is shit. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to keep repeating myself until people understand this idea. Dark Magician hasn't done anything relevant ever since, like, fucking September regionals or something like that. Like, that was the last time I remember hearing seeing an official report of Dark Magician making top 32 at the fucking regionals. And that's top 32, so that's not even that big. Anyway, for a regional, it's not like that it's a YCS or a WCQ where it got top 32, where you see thousands and thousands and thousands of players there. Like, regionals is only like a 250, it's like a 250 man regionals. That's what a regionals really is. 200 to 300 people playing it out for the top 32 spots. And this deck managed to make top 32 or something like that. It's not really that big. It really isn't. For like one time out of all the times that I have opportunities to make it. Check out Team King of Games Dark Magician deck profile, because that's probably one of the better Dark Magician deck profiles I've seen on YouTube overall. Because this guy is just so fucking vulnerable. His Eternal Soul card, and you know what? I'm not done here. I got more. Those of you who pissed away $30 on, no, $90 on a playset of Dark Magical Circle, that was a fucking waste of your time. Because now, you're able to get this card for $13. And even that's still expensive to me. This card should hit fucking $10 before I would even consider buying this card. Or me personally. And Magician's Navigation, it's at $15. I say anywhere from $7 to $9. It needs to hit even before I would consider worth investing. And again, Dark Magician is a shitty deck, so I wouldn't invest in it. It really is. It's not doing anything. I can guarantee you that. No matter what format we're in, unless if Dark Magician gets a whole brand new wave of support, no matter what format we're in, with the current support that he has. If something better comes out, then the tide may change in his favor. But with the format we're in, with the current support he has, he's not doing anything. He's not going to even top a locals. I can guarantee you that. When you have True Draco spell cards that are just blowing up your back row randomly, Masterpiece, blowing away your shit, you can actually just tribute a spell in order to make Masterpiece unaffected by Dark Magical Circle. Tribute a spell on a monster and he's fucking safe. Like, the best hopes you have of stopping the True Draco player is going first, setting up the Magician's Navigation play in the graveyard, and banishing it to negate Dragonic Diagram's effect. That's your best hopes of beating the guy. Aside from that, you have no hope as a Dark Magician player from being ever able to take out True Draco. And Zoo, your chances are going to be even lower because you have to deal with a Dryden popping your back row. And that deck is known for running cards like Cosmic Cyclone and Twin Twisters in the main. So they can simply banish or blow away your strikes if you were to try that on them. Or they could be super smart and use their Cosmic Cyclone in order to banish your Eternal Soul. And you know what? I'm going to look up some other Dark Magician cards. Even though some of these other cards are not really Megaton related. But I'm going to look them up for you guys. Just to show you how unworth it really is to buy this shit. What? $6.99? No, I'm just fucking with you guys. It's fake. Yeah, this is the real thing. Oh, and it's still bidding, so it's not even $60. This one. Here you go. $74 for one copy of Apprentice Illusion Magician. You can build your entire Monarch main and side deck for, I say, $74 plus another $14 can equal an entirely competitive. Well, actually, no, not even. Less than $74 can equal then like around $65. Can equal an entire competitive main and side deck for Monarchs. A deck that you actually can top with in your locals because it has ways to work around True Draco. I did that video talking about how Monarchs were not really good right now in this format. I take it back. They are good. You just have to side deck correctly in order to deal with the True Draco matchup. But if you can do that, which is really easy to do since you can side Kaijus, because Kaiju synergize very well with the Foolish Burial Goods. You can put Foolish Burial Goods away, interrupt the Kaiju Slumber, banish it, search a Kaiju right away. You have the since their Kaijus are technically high-level monsters as well, that you can tribute summon them out, and you'll be able to use them in order to keep the domain lock going. You could use Fog King and Stormforth, and with escalation of the Monarchs. They'll have so many things you could do with the deck. Yet you have these shitty trash cans. Oh, and he has 5 available, as you see here in the picture of the sale. He has 5 of them available, and he's selling them online for $74. I feel bad for this dude because he's not going to sell them. They're not getting sold. If anybody goes on here and buys copies of this fucking card, you're a dumbass. I'm sorry, you're dumb. You really are lacking common sense on how to invest in Yu-Gi-Oh! If you would hype up Dark Magician for Link format. It's technically unaffected by Links, but is it still a good deck? No! because it's too vulnerable to back row hate. And anything that will lock out special summoning also automatically shits on this deck. Fossil Dyna plus Moon Mirror Shield plus Bribe equals game, no matter what. And just those 3 cards alone, game against this entire deck. And need I take out my calculator and show you how much this adds up to? Alright guys, we're back and we're going to do some simple math. I would normally round it to 74, but just to prove a point, 73.99 times 3. You're spending $221.97. You know what you could do with that money? I say slap on enough for it to equal $250, and you can get yourself the main and side deck of a budget True Draco deck without Dragonic Diagram. Yes, you could. That's insane. And keep in mind, you still have to buy Dark Magical Circles, Power Desires, which is also a reprint that I recommend you pick up, Magician's Navigation, and all these other... and you need Solemn Strikes, Dimensional Barriers, the Solemn Warning, and you need to prepare your side deck with Kaiju, because that's your only way you're ever going to have any hope with this shitty deck of outing Masterpiece. Thus, you cannot argue with me that the Dark Magician, right now, maybe in the future it can get better, but right now is nothing more than absolute and utter horseshit. Debate me with that any way you want. So we're selling playsets of Eternal Souls for $16, so let's go back to the calculator and do 16 divided by 3 so we can see how much this cost. Alright, we're back and we're about to do 16 divided by 3. $5.33 for each copy of the Eternal Soul card. You know you can do with $5.33 in Yu-Gi-Oh! Today? Yeah, you can do a lot with that today. Instead of wasting it away on Eternal Souls. And remember, that's just one copy. $16. You know what you can do with $16? You can get your entire Kaiju side deck engine for $16. AKA translation, don't waste your money on these trash cans. Yeah, guys, remember when you were hyping this card up to be top tier? Yeah, let's go to the Mega Pack version. $4. Literally $4. Hey, it's cheaper than Eternal Soul, I'll give you that. If you want to play the zombie deck where you use this trash can, I'll prefer this trash can over the shittier trash can in the form of Eternal Soul. I'll tell you that right now. But if you want to run this in your zombie decks, you'll be able to pick it up dirt cheap now. I have a feeling it's going to be super easy to pull out of the packs. It's that simple. So yeah. Wow. $5.78. Translation, I'm rounded up to $6 for Barrage. Barrage is $6 now. $5.78 if you want to be technical. What happened to the $15 Barrages that were online? What happened to those? You know what happened to them? They went down. Boo. Going downhill, man. Feel bad. I almost feel bad for Zoo. Let's look up. Let's look up Dryden. $5.08. Oh, what the fuck's up with that image? Oh, okay. There you go. So yeah, $5.88, aka translation again, $6 for Dryden now. Do you realize how cheap the Zoo engine is now? And you know why they're gonna make it cheap? Because they know they have to hit the engine. Although I have a feeling that they're not gonna hit it, and that's why they're reprinting the fucking cards. If these cards actually manage to escape the list, I have a feeling that they may go up. So if you have like a surplus of extra cash, you may want to invest in like the original playsets of the Zoo cards, since they're going to be going down in price eventually too. Because if the engine doesn't get hit, they're going to spike back up. And the main card in Zoo that I feel you should invest in is Chakanine right now. Because she's the only one that's not getting a reprint right now. Chakanine could possibly spike up to like $10 if the Zoo engine starts getting so popular in many decks and it doesn't get hit. So let's check up Chakanine right now. So we have Chakanine sitting over here for $133. Oh, never mind. 99-cent shipping, so 232. Yeah, 232. 232. Yeah. So $2.32 for Chuck and Nine right now. And if you were smart, you'd be actually making about $2 profit on each Chuck and Nine right now, because she was available online for like 15 cents at one point, I recall, and she went up now. So you could have made $2 profit on each and every single Chuck and Nine. If you think that Zoo's gonna get hit, now might be the time to sell him. If you think Zoo's gonna stick around much longer, this card right here, I feel she needs to get hit banned too, because she extends the Zoo play still, and she allows you to get that free one card Mrs. Radiant, and it's just ridiculous. So they may have to hit her too, down to 0 as well at a certain point. If the Mrs. Radiant Zoo engine is still getting too abused. True Draco Zoo, even if a lot of those Zoo cards get hit, I have a feeling it's still going to be around. Because Ram is guaranteed not getting hit. Ram is staying at 3. You'll still have Ram, Whiptail, and all these other fucking Zoo cards that you play in the deck. And then you just put 3 Tenki in the main, and boom, you're good to go. The 3rd Tenki will substitute for the Barrage in the True Draco Zoo deck. So I can see True Draco Zoo still being a thing. If True Draco doesn't get completely slaughtered by the ban list. If you still have 1 Dragonic Diagram, that 1 Masterpiece, 2 Terraforming, and with 3 set rotation, along with some other field spells in there, of course, you'll be able to make it work. So Chuck and Nine, I feel, is something you may want to invest in for the very near future. It's up to you, man. I mean, if the Zoo engine ain't gonna get hit the way a lot of people have been speculating for it to get hit, this card may very well easily spike to $5. And if you invest in 20 of these right now, you'll $2.32 minus $5. Let's see how much profit you're making on each one. Alright, we're back. So now we're gonna do 5 minus $2.32. $2.68. Let's say you invest in 10 of them. You're making $26.80 profit right there. Let's say you invested in 20. $53.60 that you're making in profit right there. If you're able to resell them right away. And resell them quick if they manage to spike. For some apparent fucking reason. And that's easy money you can make right there. And you can take that money and reinvest it in the competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Or put that money to the side. Or use it to pay bills, of course. Alright, so now we're going to look up Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon. Here you go. Yeah, $22 for the original. You got him saying that basically $10 now. And he's arguably not even that good of a card to play in Blue Eyes, even. So yeah, Sage with Eyes of Blue. I knew that wasn't going to see a reprint. Because he just got reprinted in the other set. Whitestone of Ancients and Dragon Spirit of White got reprinted too. Let's look them up. White. You know what? That's entirely fucking pointless because technically they got a common reprint too. And if you're one of those people that were poor at the time, that are poor even at that time, you invested in the commons if you didn't want to get the ultra rares because they were expensive. So yeah, the commons are cheap anyway. And Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon is sitting around $10. So yeah, I say the whole Blue Eyes engine is pretty good for you to get now. Let's look up Sage. That's the only thing I'm not sure about right now. Oh, playset. Ooh. 3 Sage for $18, so $6 on each of them. That's fair since the secret is up to $7.99 for some apparent fucking reason. So yeah, take your time to invest. I mean, I'm not playing Blue Eyes, so I'm not gonna take these deals, but take advantage of what's offered to you before it gets taken back and it starts going up. So yeah, there are a few more cards I want to review in this. So yeah, you have Snow sitting around $3 right now, $3.60, $2.99, $3.50 for 2 Snow. Yeah. Basically, I feel that this is a card you you should invest in when the Megaton reprint officially comes out. It should be something you put your money into if you want to play 60 card decks. Something that a lot of people are going to be going into in the very near future. Now, there's some other cards I'd like to review as well. So you see 3 left. So basically, you have a playset of Left Arm Offering available for you guys online, $24. Let's see. That grass looks greener. That grass looks greener. Oh, look at that. Battle Super Agent. Yeah, this thing always got to me. This card always got to me, man. The fact that it went from $7 to $15, just from the fact that it was confirmed not getting a reprint in Megaton. This deck is good. Its Link Monster is powerful, but are the FTKs consistent? Yes and no. It's consistent. It's not like that the deck bricks at all, because it does not brick. But the problem is when you're seeing cards like Ash Blossom, Ghost Ogre, Effect Veiler, and Max C out there, and Droll and Lockbird as well, you can cut off this deck's FTKs very quickly without it becoming much of a threat at all. That's why I don't see it doing much. But if you invested in it before, hey, this is your time to sell. The smart players got Spiral Super Agent for about $3-4, so you guys are making literally 4 times your money right now. 3 to 4 times your money right now on this guy. So definitely something you should try to sell, because the deck is not that good. But while people really want it, I mean, if you invest in, like, say 6 copies, 3 for you, 3 as spares, like, you can sell those 3 online right now and make a lot of money. You can be making a lot of profit off of that right now. So anyways, next card. This one is getting to me right now. Denelon has spiked to $10 from $5.75 to $10 overnight when it was confirmed not getting a reprint in this set. And that really is scary, because the Yang Zane engine is now at more risk of the ban list hitting it than ever now. Because Yang Zing True King Dinos won Worlds, if you guys didn't know. And it's scary because this card could possibly see hits on the list. It could be taking some L's. Either this card itself or its fucking counter trap could be taking L's on the list now. That's the one thing Team Kina Games wouldn't be too happy about. Next card. Yeah, I'm not going to review Snowbell and Glassbell. I'm not going to review the other two. They're the cheap ones. She's the main star of the whole rodeo. And she's at 1950 right now. That's a bit too much, because I just don't see this deck being the best thing in the format. Either ABC, Dracos, or Dinos are going to pan out to become the best deck of our meta. Even if True Draco and Dinos take some L's on the list, they're still going to pan out to be the best decks of the format. Therefore, yeah, I just don't really see that working out that way for right now. I mean, if you have them, I say, if you have like spares, if you really want to play the deck, you should have brought 6 copies. You can take the other copies right now and sell them online and make lots of profit. I mean, that's just it. You can be making lots of money off of this card right now. So it's saying around anywhere from $7 to $10 consistent pricing right now. So yeah, Shooting Solitaire, it's gonna go down to 5. I can see it going down to anywhere from 6 to 4, mainly 5, because the reprint, I don't see it being that hard to pull from the set overall. Just my personal opinion on it. I'm not gonna go too much in depth detail about this card. And there's nothing here really about the Metalfoes cards. The only one that didn't really get a reprint is Mithrillium, I think. Let's look her up. Did she get a reprint? No, she didn't get a reprint. I was right. If she did, then she's gonna get even cheaper than this. You got her unlimited edition near mint for $1.15 right now online, and I'm gonna go back to this in a second. And yeah, I switched out the thumbnail of Mithrilium in order to discuss about Metalfoes overall. And those of you guys who want a decent, affordable engine that can thin down your deck super fast for this format, I've been doing deck profiles with Metalfoes related stuff in it for the longest of time already. Metalfoes is really high potential for top tier. As I did my top 5 best Pendulum decks for Link format, I placed Metalfoes higher than Pendulum Magicians. That's right, higher. It deserves the spot. And that's just how it is for this deck. You have to play it correctly. If you're not going to play it correctly, then this deck's not for you. As you see, you got your Summoner's Arch. You basically have the core of the deck available for $40. I mean, and even Luster Pendulum could be a card you use in the deck. I don't know. And I mean, Gofu's always nice to have. Rescue Rabbit's cool to have. Having a useless Ignister is always nice having, but you can get the entire core for $40 right now. And it's probably going to be even cheaper for you guys to do it. So yeah, in conclusion, you guys should buy out the Metalfoes engine now that it's getting reprinted. All the cards except Mithrilium are getting reprinted. The first thing you should invest in right now is Mithrilium, just in case if it tries to spike. Because Metalfoes top a little here and there in our new meta when the ban list comes out. Overall, Metalfoes is definitely a better thing to invest in than fucking Dark Magicians, where you have $220 being thrown away for a playset of Apprentice Dick Magician. So anyways, yeah, this is Team Wartech signing out now. Have a nice day. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Team Wartech channel and join our team so we can beat the meta. Have a nice day, and peace out.